There we go. Hey, everybody, what's going on? It's just a big me. I'm sorry, guys. I can't play any videos. This will be our very first Haters Ball, and kind of explaining what Haters Ball is. It's basically us featuring YouTubers who'd like to, you know,
very silly things about Nintendo.
who like to. They have very good opinions. They're very opinionated people.
Very smart.
They're very opinionated about Nintendo. They tend to like to compare Nintendo to Sony and Microsoft and fail miserably. So I thought it'd be very funny to give a spotlight to those people starting today. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves, guys, who are in the Haters Ball?
Everyone knows G5,
yeah,
so you already know it's the biggest hater of them all. G5
We got-
G5.
We got Cheezer in the house. Cheezer's in this house
Mm-hmm.
right now. Yeah.
Cheezer's in this house.
This is Tiger uppercutting through time and space.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got me,
I'm
Mark.
probably stream
from
from my perspective soon too. Actually.
Switch to PC. Obviously go and subscribe right now. Knives, mate.
Yo, Clueless. What's go?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, it's Clueless. Clueless helped actually came up with the idea of the Haters Ball.
Yeah.
My man Clueless right here.
Yeah, man. It's people
I
have been getting
provided
away
the cancer.
with people have been getting away with their asinine, ass-10, ass-11 tactics.
Tales of Julio. He's in the Haters Ball right now.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, Itaki Teacher's also here. And William Gamer is also here too.
What's up, YouTubers out there? I'm WinGamer55.
Hey, what's up, Lucina? He's Lucina says Haters Ball is like I'm a hamster trapped inside of a ball. Yeah, we're gonna be featuring Super Metal Dave and Harmon Smith today, and we decided that we can't show you what video we're gonna be talking about, but we're gonna be talking about a video called Nintendo Switch. This is from Super Metal Dave. Nintendo Switch versus the God of Graphics. Kind of an interesting title, wouldn't you say, guys? Very interesting.
Hang on, actually, there's a problem with the stream.
What's up?
It might only be mine, but for some reason, I'm still not a mod on this channel. I don't know, it's just not showing up.
I mean,
Anyway, is it coming up on anyone else's channel? Because, I mean, that would just be wrong.
on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh,
weird.
well, hold on. Let me check.
Anyway, feel free to carry on.
Let me.
I just-
On YouTube?
Let me.
Oh,
I'll probably can get Mark out of it.
Please continue to hold.
There you go.
Your call is very important to us.
Your call is very important. Okay.
When are we gonna start the video?
Okay.
How about you be patient?
We're checking the stream. Apparently,
Yeah.
there's problem.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Now Twitch is hating on us.
It seems appropriate, G5.
There we go.
You good?
Yeah, apparently if you're not
Yeah.
a
Yay, Julio's in the chat. What's up, Julio, man?
The stream looks fine. Looks really good.
Yo. Okay. So everybody got your videos, and anybody who can't watch a video, we'll obviously describe and say what he's saying. So if you can't watch, that's still fine. But anybody who can watch the video along with me, go ahead and start playing now.
Yes, sir.
Where did you send it?
I should probably send a link to his YouTube. Thank
I was
you.
gonna say, what? No.
Whoops.
I can just look it up.
Here we go. I put it in the chat.
And this video we're going to be discussing the age-old
Nice one.
question.
There we go.
Graphics versus gameplay versus what's better, what's needed, what's necessary, and what's
Okay.
If you want to follow along,
Oh,
Enjoy the
play the video.
guys, and do hit the like button if you do. So let's go ahead and
Click the link if you want to follow along with us.
PlayStation 4 just released today. We game is fantastic. I highly suggest you pick it up if you have a PlayStation 4. So far, it is
I guess I
the game
should
of the
say
year,
please.
bar none, in 2018, in my opinion. The game is just
the video.
really well made.
Tell me when I
It
can start
is by
playing.
far
Oh, go ahead, start playing now.
the best graphics I have ever seen, and many others have said the same thing as well. The amount of detail the game has is simply
Oh, are we-
incredible. The vast
Oh,
amount
wait,
of
are
textures
we-
is unheard of. The lighting effects are amazing.
Are we not
the animation
watching it on
is
your
top quality.
screen? Or
And
Age-old
Mm.
graphics,
then after
age-old question of
all that
graphics
graphic
versus
stuff is out of the
gameplay.
way and-
It's
Yeah.
gameplay.
Yeah, it's gameplay. Well, I mean,
The correct answer is gameplay.
Cheezer, to answer your question, I can't apparently because
Oh,
I might.
no, I missed.
I might get copyrighted by Dave. He might like say like, "Hey, you can't play my video without my permission" and stuff like that, which is fair, I guess. So we have to do it like in a janky way. But
What is this, Super Metal
Runs
Dave
great and all
64?
those things.
yeah, Super Metal Dave 64, Nintendo Switch versus the God of Graphics.
The sound quality is amazing. After all of that, the question remains:
I can't watch this
does
video.
the game actually
God, I
play
sat
Could
through
have
it
won a
once.
God of Graphics PC, but you know.
Well, definitely it is
That's just-
very
that's just
fun,
like
and it
that.
does play very well, and the gameplay feels fresh and multifaceted. There's a lot
Oh, I
of
was
different
kicked
things you
out.
can do in
No.
the combat, and it's very, very addictive. And the upgrade hook is very good. It
I
really
mean,
draws you into
It's
the
the
game.
best graphics.
So,
Dude,
yes,
you're not
the
gonna
game-
get that. You're not gonna get the best graphics on a PlayStation 4.
Of course not. Like that's
The video yet?
That's ridiculous.
that is ridiculous.
It's the best graphics I've ever seen, but I thought you also did PC gaming, dude.
Well, I mean, if you're on PC, like you've already been experiencing graphics like this
Exactly.
for a while.
I'm pausing. I'm pausing the
Or
video.
he should have been anyway.
Explanation now.
All right.
Like, I guess he means on console, but he doesn't specify that, so...
I
Yeah.
never knew that enhancing the graphics betters the gameplay. I always thought that, you know.
The
Have
actual.
we started the video yet?
Yeah, we've started. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, cheeser.
Jesus. Yeah. Hey, Mama Mercy is hosting my stream. Thank you, Mama Mercy. But yeah, I mean, we're barely like a minute into it, and
Gameplay is extremely fun. This does appear to be.
apparently the gameplay is extremely fun.
So you got extremely good gameplay.
What
Never knew
minute?
that graphics
What minute? What's your minute on?
138.
138. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
The good graphics, possibly the best there is in the market
He's
currently.
pretty much
And
saying
from what I
that,
played of it,
Already
the story
gave him a
is
dislike.
very
That
good
the
and
graphics
engaging as well.
Yeah.
On topic of graphics,
Already gave him a dislike.
Doesn't the graphics
gameplay
enhance the
has
enjoyment
been a
of the
topic
game?
discussion for quite a long time, dating
I mean,
all
Rather
everyone
than
likes to
enhancing
look at
gameplay,
nice
I recall
aesthetics,
Mario
but isn't gameplay and
Yeah, that's enjoyment.
how the game makes you feel and how you can interact with the game, what you can do in the game, more important than how it looks?
Exactly.
My whole thing when it comes to a game, in regards to graphics, it's just the cherry on top. If there's good gameplay, good dialogue, good plot, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cherry on top.
He's bringing up Mario 64. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
thought you were done.
No, you could go ahead. Like it's
Yeah,
not
sorry,
necessary to have good graphics to make a good game.
He's bringing up Super Mario 64 and using that as a shorthand
had
for,
a huge
look,
breakthrough
Nintendo
in
used to
graphics
care
by
about
moving
graphics,
Mario
and it's
into
like,
3 dimensions.
you know,
So you had that 2D
nowadays,
Mario
in the
side
year
scroller that moved
2018,
all the
it's
way
like, yeah, they had good graphics and they had
into a full 360-degree game,
brought
what
into
seemed
3D,
like
but like, which is more aesthetically
a
pleasing to the
realistic
eye to
world
play?
at the time,
Super
and the
Mario
game
World or
totally
Super
blew
Mario
everyone
64? I
away,
think you
both
can
with
all-
its
I think we all
graphics
can
in
agree
1996
which one was
and with
more
its
aesthetically
game.
pleasant to the
Yeah.
eye.
Oh,
Exactly.
I got to that point, Tyner. He really did bring up Super Mario 64. Like, hey, look, hey, Nintendo. They used to care about graphics. Like, what? Oh,
And it's like, and like, yes, during that time, it was a really huge leap in gameplay, like having to move around in 3D.
yeah, and also it wasn't just a graphics thing. Like, it was like literally changing the game.
It hadn't been done before, really.
Exactly.
Totally different gameplay dynamics, and like, he's talking about switch to PS4 Pro, and it's like, yes, there's going to be a difference in frame rate and resolution, but that's kind of where it lives and dies.
Mhm.
Frame rate
Yeah.
and resolution. It's not.
I'll
in
tell you what,
gameplay-wise, you're
Dave.
not gonna get-
Mhm.
I'm gonna
At the same
compare
time, the game
my
was well made and
PC,
its gameplay
which has
was
got a
very fun,
GTX
addictive,
1080
and
Ti
it was amazing
to the
look at
PS4
all
Pro.
at the same time.
Okay?
It had the complete
Okay.
package.
Oh,
And
no,
the
that-
stance that Nintendo
that's
had
like
was to do
display it.
basically all
That's
of
a
the
fair
above at the
comparison.
time.
He's comparing the
Provide you with
PS4
best
Pro to the
presentation,
Switch,
most
so
innovative
I'm gonna
control,
compare my
and the most
PC
fun
to the PS4
gameplay.
Pro.
And that continued on with the
That's
GameCube.
not
You had
even
games
fair.
like
He's
Metroid
comparing
Prime
an
1 and Metroid
upgraded
Prime 2.
PS4 to a base Nintendo Switch. Like, really?
The PS4 Pro has 240 watts it can suck up. The
Yeah,
Switch, maximum about 17 watts of
Mhm.
power.
And this is where every like Sony fanboys graphics argument falls apart, because when you compare it to any PC, almost it pales in comparison. It's basically Switch to PS4. This PS4 to PC. It's like the same kind of difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
They're
exactly.
all in the same like general ballpark. Like Switch, yeah, like a lot of like higher end games are probably gonna be capped at 30 frames per second, and like that legitimately is, you know, at a gameplay, you know, there is a little bit of loss of, you know, not only just visuals because it's gonna look a little choppier, but like you also, you know, lose a little bit of graphical control with that. Like there's gonna be some lag in the controls.
Exactly,
And,
exactly.
you know,
Yeah, but-
that is a legitimate complaint.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like all these games are kind of still in the same area. Like you can still get games on Switch that you can play on PC, and they still look pretty modern. You know?
Yeah.
Tyner, I can't remember. You don't have to say your age. I can't remember exactly how old you are, but you must remember a time when we didn't know anything about FPS or what resolution games were running at.
No,
They were fun. They were fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Frame rate has been replaced by well, I mean, it replaced bits, because if you're old enough to remember that back in like the early 90s and late 80s, it was like bits. It was like
Yeah.
8 bits, 16
Exactly.
bits.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
And like I think
By
the first
PS2
time that like resolution was ever like talked about was like when the N64 expansion pack, like that red thing that you stuck in, like the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it.
like
Yeah,
then,
I
like,
remember that,
resolution,
yeah.
like, was starting to be talked about a little bit, but even then, that's like we didn't really talk about resolution until like, you know, till
it didn't really become a
Generation
thing
7
until
when
like,
HD resolution was a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We didn't know resolution, frames per second, how much the budget was for games, anything like that. All we knew was the game's here. Do I like it or don't I like it?
I mean, there were games that you could definitely tell had like slowdown, but we just called it
now, you may not
slowdown.
remember
back then. We
this,
didn't
but back
know
when
that-
Metroid
that
Prime
frame
1
rate
came out
dropping.
in 2002,
Back again.
it was called
slowdown
the
was just
best
because they were trying to
looking
put
game
some
of all
right on
time
the
by
screen,
some
and they
outlets who
had,
reviewed
you know,
the game. They
they're
said
porting,
that
like,
overall
arcade
the amount of
games and
detail
NES
and the
games,
expansive nature
So
of the game.
what are we watching?
Well, we're watching these Nintendo Switch versus God of graphics, and Super Metal in the chats.
Super Metal Dave.
I'm gonna move on a little head and see what he says.
Well, he basically.
Nintendo Switch can't use 4K textures. Oh god.
What do you think, George? So far, of
Consider PS4 can't use stupid Earth.
Well, Super Metal Dave just made a point of. Well, he also brought up Metroid Prime 1, where you can notice all the detail. It looked really good for the time. You know, Nintendo was really forward with the graphics, but again. Look at the sales numbers of the GameCube. I mean, the GameCube was pretty strong at the time, but that didn't necessarily mean that the games were better.
I'm still on the N64. Like I just went a little bit forward, and he's just like, "Oh, people were wowed by the graphics." It's like that. And that's not just all they were wowed about with Super Mario 64. Like, we were wowed by the controller. We were wowed by the fact that like we could go in any direction that we were wowed by the gameplay. It was also
we were wowed by the
controller with this new hardware. That's what we were wowed by.
Yeah. Hey, it's Skits. What's going on, man? He says, "What's good, crew?" We're just talking about Super Metal Dave right now.
I haven't watched the video yet, so maybe he clarifies this. But in the description, he says,
"Oh, we're all watching it together."
We discuss if God of War's graphics really do affect gameplay, and how this could affect Nintendo going forward.
We're getting up to that point.
Yeah.
We're all just like kind of watching it together.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that.
I'm just. This is the description. This is just first impressions.
Yeah.
That description made no... Okay. Read that description again, please. Can you read it again?
The Nintendo Switch has had some great games in its first year on the market. However, God of War has now been released to critical acclaim, not just for its gameplay, but for its amazing graphics.
Wow.
He misspelled
God of
graphics.
War's graphics
You know that, like,
really
the
do
concept
affect
of
gameplay.
I can't
Oh,
complete.
yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
like that's what that is.
How this could affect Nintendo going forward. Follow me on Twitter, https.
What the?
Hit it up.
Okay, so he's saying
I think we should establish what SME actually seriously and mentally disturbed, because that is a seriously mentally disturbed statement he just made there.
What I don't get is he has this weird mindset that because
Yeah, I know,
one game is really good and does really well,
Yeah.
that no other game can do well.
In a different
Everyone's
way.
playing that game.
Exactly.
Like,
No one's playing.
I just want to make a point real quickly.
No one's playing any other game.
What's your point, William?
So he's saying, Superman David's saying that God of War's graphics and gameplay is gonna really push Nintendo to their limits.
Mhm.
Well, there's a PlayStation exclusive that was graphically more intense potentially than Nintendo's first Switch release, which was Breath of the Wild, Horizon Zero Dawn. What happened to that? Those games had amazing graphics.
Mhm.
What? Did it stop Nintendo? No.
No. What-
God of War, all it's gonna do is gonna give people who have a PS4 something to play. It's gonna give people who want PS4 to play God of War.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's not gonna hurt Nintendo anyway.
Hey,
Can I just add on to what he just said?
Kimishima,
Go ahead, Ataki.
Kimishima, I'm so sorry. I know we're launching the Switch this month, but Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out. I just don't know what they're doing.
Let me put it to you this way: for being a new IP, Horizon Zero Dawn did very well. I'm not here to rag on Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, but it's like it didn't stop anyone from doing anything.
What's going?
Hachi has something to say.
Yeah, he was saying it right now.
Let the guys.
Breath of the Wild, there are things that you can do that you cannot do in Zero Dawn or God of War. You can cut down trees for one, which you can't do in either of those games.
Mhm.
And there's splashes in Breath of the Wild and not in Zero Dawn. I don't know about.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can actually enjoy the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I need to clarify.
Better apparently in that game, which is a graphically inferior game.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
And
guys.
I want to backtrack because he.
Hey, Squid.
All of the games are good.
Took me a while.
Yeah.
Okay, there.
I want to
chat.
backtrack because I'm still at the section where he's talking about GameCube. He's just like, oh, these games, like Resident Evil 4.
Exactly.
People were calling Metroid Prime 1 like the best looking game, and yes, like they were saying that stuff during that time. But GameCube and Switch are doing two completely different things, and one of the things that he doesn't seem to bring up or want to acknowledge, that he's forgetting the portable aspect of the Switch, and like. He seems to think that because graphics are going to be better in God of War and the PS5 eventually releasing or whatever, that people are going to stop caring about Switch when he's not mentioning the portable aspect, which tons of gamers have value in.
Yeah, exactly. I want to give a quick shout out to Zach Brown. What's up, Zach Brown? Zach Brown says, "What's going on? Who are we bullying today?" We're not bullying anybody, Zach. He says, Saltmeister Dave. Lucina says, think my dog needs to be in this haters ball conversation.
With 15,000 subscribers.
I know. We're just having some fun, Zach. No, he gets it. He gets it.
I got the answer to the question. I got the answer. He said, how is Nintendo Switch going to move forward with the God of War? It's quite simple. Release Cardboard and beat you in Japan.
What's your point, Squid?
Well, I just want to make the point. What would a third graphical powerhouse on the market add?
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, Nintendo had to differentiate themselves in some way and let those two duke it out for power while they grab, admittedly, what probably is a bit of a casual market, but there are more core gamers drawn to this system now than has been to a Nintendo system. I think
those games had the entire package with it.
Can I say something as well? Can I say something as well?
What did that do?
Sure. It's important to note that God of War is like, well, over here it's an 18 rated game. That's
what that did was during that time was
right.
that it
So for
fully
anyone
immersed
who's
you
like
into the experience,
any parent out there who wants to buy
really
a game
felt like
for their
you were in
child,
the game, that you were part
they're
of
not
that
going to
world.
buy God of War, no matter how good the graphics are. If you're a
Unless
parent
you don't care about the rating.
if you're a parent buying a game for like a young child, I mean like below 10 years old,
yeah,
you're not going to pick up God of War for them.
What's going on, One Pink Boy? He says
yeah,
I'm Zach's friend.
like-
Apparently,
like-
what's up, man?
So to suggest that, that God of War is gonna stop people from buying other games like Zelda or Mario Odyssey is ridiculous. Because
Well,
there
hey,
are
let's
markets
mention
that- there are
Splatoon.
Yeah,
markets that-
Splatoon also as well. Yeah.
Hayden.
and Mario Rabbids and every game.
Hayden.
But
God
there
of
is
War
but there is.
Stop the
the
Switch
God of
dead in its
Cardboard.
tracks.
It's gonna stop
Okay,
the.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I lost.
is like bringing up buzzword. Oh, the reason why these graphics are important is because immersion. It immerses you. Like people can play games for other reasons too. Like people can just play games for challenge. People can play games just to play with others. People can play games for any.
Some
any real
people play
reason.
games to
Like,
to speed run. To play the game.
Yeah, exactly.
say that, like, who's to say that you can't get immersed in games that have like lesser graphics?
And he's.
And
Well, I tell you what, I was telling you
Nintendo,
about some
Nintendo pretty much proved that. How can you can be immersed in cardboard as well?
Well, I mean, he's also bringing up the point of immersion as well, like thinking like that the only thing that can provide immersion are graphics. Like that's another point that he's making. That
Look at Stardew Valley.
yeah, Stardew Valley is a very
How
immersive
that
game. Exactly.
How relaxed do people constantly talk about being relaxed and at peace playing that game, and you can get lost in that game, and that's a 2D top-down like Zelda Link to the Past style graphic looking game.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Immersion can come in many different forms. It doesn't have to be high fidelity graphics.
Well, and also look at how many people are asking for the virtual console. Like,
Yep.
I mean, everybody's like, Nintendo, I want to throw money at you for your game 20 years ago when I was 8.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I mean,
hey, let me buy.
Give us virtual console, right?
just a couple of things. I mean, there's no denying. If you look at the GameCube, there was a sticker on the front saying graphics by ATI. Yeah, Nintendo used to focus on graphics. No
And where
one's
did they
denying
get
that.
them?
Exactly. 20 million sold.
And they then, I think, realised graphics is not what sells a game. It's gameplay. It's how we can get people to interact with games and
Storytelling.
stuff like. Exactly. Like I said, of course, people love to look at really nice-looking aesthetics, but to most gamers or people that have been gaming for a while, I think they realise that gameplay, the fun, what new mechanics that game has and things like that is more important than a developer putting 90% of their effort into the graphics and then coming up with the gameplay later.
Yeah, and it's not like the Switch graphics are bad.
Exactly. Yeah, he's making it sound like it's just terrible. Really, that's what he makes.
The most games are
I also love how he's trying to manipulate a point of like, oh, look at how Nintendo did things poorly. I'm just going to bring up the Wii U. Why are we talking about Wii U in this app? Like, what does Wii U have anything to do with God of
That
War
seems to be
versus the Switch?
the safety net for a lot of people when it comes to bashing Nintendo.
Like, look at how bad Nintendo did with the Wii U. Therefore Nintendo's terrible. See?
See? That's all the evidence I need.
It's like trying to say Nintendo handhelds can never do well again. I mean, look at the Virtual Boy. Look at how much of a failure that was.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
Every
I guess you can debate if that's a portable console or not, but
It's like no
Definitely.
matter how correct you are, they're like, but the Wii U
way.
though. The Nintendo Switch is awesome, but that Wii U though.
Yeah, for a lot of YouTubers, the Wii U is an easy target to bring up
It's been an
every
easy
single
target for like
time.
3 years.
But
So I can put a disclaimer out there for
Wii U is dead. Stop beating the dead horse. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, I
just
think Nintendo.
out there for people that are watching. Right now, we are not what you call stans or fanboys of Nintendo.
We're gonna be exploring the other side of the spectrum in a minute.
I have a
Don't worry.
PC, I have a PlayStation 4, and I have a Nintendo Switch.
I have.
Xbox One and PlayStation 2 that broke.
Yeah.
We're going to be looking at Nintendo apologists.
Got the Wii U
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Wait,
I want to talk about my history.
my earlier point.
Go ahead, Squid. What were you saying?
Yeah.
I just talking about like what systems we own, and we're not fanboys of this, that, or the other.
Yeah, definitely.
The second generation, I have owned a console from each. My first
Yeah.
was a Mattel Intellivision.
Mhm.
My cousins had an Atari, and I wanted one, but my parents got me the Intellivision.
Mhm.
And that was when I was, 6, 7.
Does everybody
I
here
don't
know
remember
what the
now.
television is, though?
A few people know.
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
I mean,
Anyway.
I know. I think anybody watching any Video Game Nerd probably knows what it is, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had an NES.
Drums played, right?
they probably did, yeah.
And so,
It was like a very, very like even more limited system than like the Atari 2600 as for
Yeah.
graphics.
And you also had an NES, right, Squid?
yeah, I had an NES, and I went
Mhm.
to a Sega Genesis, which I love to death.
Mhm.
I still do to this
Wow,
day. I think it's an
okay.
awesome system.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we lost.
And
All
then
right.
we, gosh, what did we have after that?
You guys
Do you have a
came for me,
turbo?
right?
No, I had a 64, and my roommate had a PS1. So we,
Mhm.
that was an awesome time. We shared a lot and played different games.
Yeah.
But Squid, the Wii U failed though.
I know. But what I'm saying is I have had something from like every major manufacturer except for
Yeah.
maybe Neo Geo. 'Cause
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
afford that.
Neo Geo.
But
Yeah, Neo Geo,
Um,
dude, no.
and that
Don't
was
even
like-
not even today, don't collect for Neo Geo.
yeah, I mean,
That is the Rolls Royce of video game collecting.
yeah.
No, they're all
They
coming to
were
the
originally
Switch
conceived
anyway.
just to be
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
hotels
You can
originally.
just- you
Like
can
they were
just-
supposed to be like only
Anyone
Arcade
own a
board.
turbo?
No. No, I didn't. No.
None?
or a PC Engine. Yeah.
I owned the so.
Also calls.
Yes.
I had an original PlayStation. Actually, I bought two PlayStation 2s because one died.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine broke.
Mm.
I had a Xbox and a 360, which was a great system, as everybody knows.
Yeah.
And I'm,
I
I'm
remember the 360
When it
days.
didn't break down, right?
Yeah.
no, I did not get mine was a later purchase. I did not have a.
Oh, okay. You were lucky, Squid.
I got a red button, red ring.
Um,
Red Ring of Death.
can I?
So and
Yeah.
I had a Wii U, and a Switch. And been a
Mhm.
computer gamer forever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One of the first computer games I ever played was King's Quest, so
Mhm.
that tells you a lot.
I haven't even heard of that game. Probably older than I am.
Yeah, oh, it's
Probably is. It probably is, Hayden.
It's definitely older than you are.
I want to bring up what Lucina said in the chat. Lucina says Switch graphics are bad. They look good to me. Honestly, we're getting to the point where we're going to be at the peak of highest graphics, and then what? Best resolution, sure, but people expect 60 frames per second 4K next generation, where not even most games can hit that as of yet. At least 30 at best, but even that, they have struggles as well. Yeah, that's true.
Gonna go to my point because what was I trying to say earlier?
Mm.
Which I said it wrong. Let me be for real. I was trying to compare last year's big competition, in terms of like exclusive, which was Horizon Zero Dawn and Zelda.
Yeah.
Even though Zelda had a disadvantage in terms of Super Mario Days perspective, it's on the Wii U as well.
Alright.
It was not
See you, Zach.
it wasn't
Thanks for coming out,
superior
man.
Graphics,
Mhm.
and it still sold well, and the Switch sold over 17 million its first year. And Zelda was the big pusher, and Sony tried to make competition with it, and it didn't work. And that game had good graphics, so God of War is not going to do anything, just like the other previous last year's exclusive.
Mhm. That's true.
That was my point.
They help the system.
No, it'll help their system, yeah. Like
Yeah.
exclusives are always gonna help their system, but I'm saying it's not gonna like affect each other. Like that's all I was trying to say.
Yeah,
The amount of things like to be like, watch out, Nintendo. There's competition coming soon. Watch out, you're screwed.
Mhm.
Like, it's competition's
Can I
good.
just
It's
point
good to have
out that-
competition? Don't make it look like it's bad. It's not. It means pro-consumer choices likely are gonna
Can
come
I,
soon.
yeah, can I point out something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it's like, because someone plays God of War on the PS4 and thinks, wow, what a great, amazing game with beautiful graphics and good gameplay. They're not gonna then turn to the Switch and say, oh, you suck because I played this amazing game on the PS4.
That's
Be surprised. Be surprised.
Well, and guys, let's face it.
Because if someone were to do that, they don't own a Switch.
There are certain
Yeah,
people
no, it's.
that
I'm also. I'm also
Switch
trying
fans
to. Sorry.
there's certain people that have been predicting the death of the Switch
Mhm.
from its very beginning, and they are going to be disappointed and keep making these videos until its life cycle is over.
And then they're gonna be like, "Yeah, she told you, it failed." Really?
Absolutely.
No,
Squid.
they're going to be able to use
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
They won't be able to use that simply because it's gonna sell a lot.
Definitely.
And I'm looking at the video now, and I'm seeing, you know, the language that Dave is using when describing the portability of the Switch. He's like saying it has to lower its standards, lower its graphics in order to keep that portable nature. And it's like, you know, first of all, no shit, Sherlock. Secondly, you know, why are you downplaying the fact that it's portable? Like, people are impressed that they can look at Skyrim, play a game 30 frames per second, 720p, sure, but again, it's a handheld, it's a tablet that you can take anywhere.
Yeah, the upload is in 900p, which is close to the PS4 version. Not exactly, but close to it.
Yeah, you can play Doom portably and online.
Yeah, Doom.
My whole thing, I'll take practicality over a little bit of resolution any day.
Oh, any
You know what
day.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly. I would much rather, especially when it comes to RPGs.
A couple graphic features missing on the Switch, but it looks damn close to the PS4 version when I last checked.
Well, that's the thing.
It's at 900p,
Yeah, but
and a lot of PlayStation 4 games run at 900p sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I recognize there are some people that, you know, can't play games at 30 frames per second, or, you know, can't play, you know, and that's fine if they feel that way. But it's silly to just downplay these things and to say that they're terrible.
If you feel that way, that you can't play a game in 30 frames a second, then you're like a hardcore PC guy, and you only play Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
You only play
Counter-Strike, is that it?
That's a very...
And
let me say, I love Counter-Strike. There's nothing against Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
That's just you don't play anything.
Yeah. So
And what gets me, there's still people out there that are saying that the Switch is not as powerful as the previous Xbox and the previous.
Well, that's factually wrong. That's
factually wrong. It's essentially wrong.
That's not even up for debate. Like, people say that already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can look at the specs and the numbers that are in the system and realize that that's actually
even in portable mode.
You're like trying to get Doom on the
Yeah.
360.
Yeah.
Even in portable mode, it's more powerful than the Xbox 360.
Yeah, the Switch is more
It's got
powerful.
4 gigs of RAM, whereas the 360 had 512 megabytes.
Of RAM, exactly. Yeah.
my thing is when you listen to a lot of like,
hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
When you listen to a bunch of against Nintendo, I've heard it quite a few times.
That's because we're discussing on a topic because we're live streaming.
Yeah, we're doing live stream right now, man. Lucina says, I can't play RPGs, well mostly JRPGs on home consoles anymore. Switch made it so convenient to play grindy games the way I feel like it, either at home, on the bed, or at work. Exactly, like that is the main thing for me, at least, why I love the Switch, is because you can play these very grindy games like Xenoblade, like Shin Megami Tensei 5, like Octopath Traveler, anywhere you want, any way you want, and that just adds to the experience. It's not necessarily the graphics, but it just makes the experience better for the player, for the user, in my opinion, at least.
Definitely.
Yeah.
About convenience is
Exactly.
Like, we're all about convenience when it comes to everything.
Yeah.
I think that's.
And I can understand why people wouldn't want to sacrifice graphics for that portability factor, and I get that. But at the same time, it's like trying to downplay these features and saying that they're not important for anyone is just, it's ridiculous. It's ludicrous.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the sad thing is, I've heard a lot of PC gamers hope that Nintendo fail, and they literally hope that Nintendo fail so their IPs, Nintendo can just go straight software.
That's another reason, yeah.
You want to play Nintendo games.
Oh, dude, I could get in a whole other topic for people who say that stuff, because if they think they're going to be getting every single Nintendo IP, like, they're going to be sorely mistaken. Like, historically, every single time when a large console maker...
How misguided and blinded are you of a hater to be, I want to play Nintendo software, I don't want to use Nintendo's hardware.
Also, hope you like playing Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon, because that's pretty much all you're going to get.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Why make all these games to flesh out a platform that they don't even have anymore? Why would they make all those games when they could make way more money just, downsizing and making Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon?
Yeah, let me just let me expand on that. If they go like third party, and they only produce software for other systems, there's less of an incentive to produce more games.
Yeah.
And there's less of an incentive to produce better quality games.
Right.
Because when you're like a third party publisher like EA.
Yeah.
You can put some pretty awful business practices in place because your only incentive is to just make money. And that game is the only way you can make money. But when you're developing exclusives for a console, there's an inherent incentive there because you're trying to get people to buy the console and earn money through the console. And there's a lot of risk involved with that because you can lose a lot of money making a console.
So you have the development alone.
Exactly. Yeah, the development, the development costs.
Most companies end up losing money on the making it back with the games that they sell on it.
Yeah, like Nintendo doesn't make its money on console sales. They make it on software sales, definitely.
I think we're getting a little off topic because I don't think Dave's even.
I know he's not even bringing that point up.
This just became a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh boy, the Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah, God of War is made on Unreal Engine 4. That's what Dave brought up.
Okay.
There's Switch games that can take the Unreal Engine. What is your point?
I thought God of War was running on its own engine. I don't recall running on Unreal Engine 4.
Yep. Apparently, it's a modified version of Unreal Engine 4. Apparently.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dave, if Dave got that shit wrong.
Okay, but still, if it is a modified version of Unreal Engine 4, it's still Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah, exactly.
And Dave is saying that, like, you know, would this game be any more enjoyable if this game would have such a massive downgrade in graphics, which it would have to? How do you know that? How do you know that? Are you a game designer? Please explain how you know how much of its graphical downgrade it would have. Like, I would assume it would just be like some graphical resolution and frame rate.
Yeah.
And to speak to that, I mean, Wolfenstein and Doom, they took some graphical hits, but guess what? They were still very popular and sold very well.
Exactly, Squid. And they're coming over to Switch.
Yeah.
So they're able to scale it down.
Probably. Like Doom, people enjoyed Doom, didn't they? And they took a hit in frame rate, graphical effects, and resolution. People seem to really like it. As a matter of fact, like a lot of people during when Doom was first revealed for the Switch, people were surprisingly, positive in the comment section on YouTube. Keep that in mind. Positivity in YouTube.
When I first bought my Switch, I was thinking like, imagine the possibilities of playing all new games that come out on this thing.
Yeah, it's portably.
Portably. I can fucking go into school, roll up with the fucking new video game, and be like the coolest guy around.
Be like the coolest guy. Let me just roll up with my Switch.
I'm sitting there thinking, wouldn't it be crazy if someone were to bring like Wolfenstein over, and then they announce Wolfenstein, and I'm like, man, that's pretty awesome.
Hold on, guys. Julio brought up a really good point in the chat. He says, "Sorry, but George, can you remove your hat for a quick second?" Okay, no. Julio.
I gotta get on the screen quick.
Wow. It's the big reveal.
Yeah, I have hat hair. Yeah. What's up?
Alright. So Hayden, you're 16, right?
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna paint a picture for you, Hayden, especially since you're like this age that I'm focusing towards, and all us older guys can picture this too. Imagine we're all 16 again.
Yeah.
We're studying at a library. Yeah. We get done with our work early, but we still need to be like we're waiting for a bus or we're waiting to be picked up.
Yeah.
And we're in the library, in a nice quiet corner, and we need something to pass the time with. Imagine if we could just pull out our video games, pull out our Switch, load up God of War, plug in some headphones, and just be lost. Anywhere, you don't even have to be at home. You can be completely lost and immersed in this world anywhere you want.
Dude,
how does that have?
I'm watching the video right now.
Less enjoyment.
It wouldn't be. It really wouldn't be, to be honest.
Let me tell you about the first time that I had like a proper like advertisement moment with the Switch. You know, like you see the fucking adverts where you got fucking some woman in her house and she sees her mates outside.
Yeah.
She brings the Switch to the party. It's like, oh, what a handy tool to have with me. Basically,
that was Nintendo Karen.
Me and my
Yeah.
Nintendo Karen. That's
Yeah.
it. Basically, my school is on some like field trip.
Mm.
Mark, you know Bletchley Park.
Bletchley, yeah.
Yeah, we went there.
Up in Bedfordshire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to live in Leighton Buzzard. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that's
they,
like a.
They broke all the codes up there, right? Bless you.
It was so sick, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
And then we're sitting there eating lunch outside, and you know, because we're all guys. There's my school is like only guys. So we finish eating really early.
Yeah.
We're waiting for all the other groups from different schools to move on because we just wolf down our food because that's what we do. So we're sitting there waiting for ages, and I'm looking around. I'm thinking, oh, hey guys, wanna play some Mario Kart? I whip out the Mario Kart. We start playing, and pretty much 10 more guys gather around us, all wanting to have a go, and it's like the funnest thing ever. We play like one matches all the time until we need to move on, and when we need to move, we can just turn it off just like that. It doesn't take long for it to shut down.
But the PS4 is better because the Wii U failed.
Okay. I admit defeat on that one.
Well, I was watching Dave's video right now, and he's talking about how certain details in the game will actually affect the gameplay. He brought up footprints in the dirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I was gonna fucking explode on this footprints.
You've
had footprints like that in video games since Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PlayStation. That has been a thing for a long time, Dave. Don't bring up fucking footprints in a video game to make your point, to make it more immersive, because we have had that since the fucking PlayStation 1.
The Switch can't render the footprints. The can't render the footprints.
Like, who goes on time? Like, hey, let's go check out God of War. Look, I can walk on the snow and there's fucking footprints. Who gives a fuck?
What's up?
I just want to point out.
What's up, Squid?
It's so deep. I just finished I Am Setsuna this morning.
Yeah.
I saw it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Is that footprints?
It has footprints. Yeah. Oh my God. It has.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
It even has snow trails. It has snow trails as well.
Mr. Nichols says, "Is that God of War on George's iPad?"
The footprint technology is unreal.
See, look, anybody watching the stream, you can see God of War is running on my iPad right now. That's how scalable the game is.
Oh my God. Wow. Did you port that yourself, George?
Yeah, I ported it. I just did. I clicked a couple keys on the keyboard.
PC Master Race.
On the PC, yeah, I got it to work on iPad.
iPad Master Race.
But no, his point is how like graphics can affect gameplay, and like, oh well, if it would ever get ported to Switch, they wouldn't be able to do that because of the details that will be missing if it got ported over to Switch, because they would obviously have to scale it back.
Well, there is one good reason why it can't come to the Switch. Is owned by Sony.
Yeah. I mean,
like that's the real reason.
That's
the only reason.
That's the reason it isn't. So the fact that you're talking about how it can't come to Switch, even though there's no chance of it actually coming to Switch, is stupid. Why would you even make a video like this?
Squid.
What is the point?
I feel like anyone can
He's making a non-argument about a non-issue.
And on top of that, he's also saying like, oh, you know, things should happen like frame rate drops or screen tearing or other like pop in. That shit happens on PlayStation 4 too. There are games that happen that doesn't exist. That doesn't eliminate it just because it's a more powerful system.
Yeah, it's all down to the dev.
Graphical glitches in all kinds of games everywhere on all platforms.
Mr. Nichols says, but footprints are the only things that matter in games, though. That's apparently Mr. Nichols' stance on this.
I feel like the only way that graphics can really affect gameplay is if it like legit breaks the game. Like how in Radical Heights, if you boost up the settings, the game is literally unplayable.
Yeah, that's like really unplayable.
I feel like games like that have intense graphics on
I can't run.
It will ruin the game.
I'm sorry, Radical Heights can't run on the Switch. I'm sorry. It's just.
Radical Heights can't run on anything.
Squid Vicious says Inklings leave footprints on blank turf. That is true. There are footprints in a Nintendo Switch game. So what is Dave talking about?
Mario
say now, Dave?
No footprints equals 2 out of 10 from IGN. Mr. Nickel.
I mean, the initials of his YouTube is SMD, so I guess.
Oh no! You can figure it out yourselves, people. You can figure it out yourselves.
I mean, it's legit. It's legit his icon on his channel. It's like his profile picture.
What is?
You know, after watching this video, I realized that Dave really loves to ramble about the same point over and over again. Because I'm I'm 9 minutes into the video. I'm 9 minutes into the video, and he's saying the same thing. Like,
well, that's what happens when you don't actually script things.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
No, I mean really.
Not all that is. Super Metal Dave has to ramble about videos because he has to make sure that he's still doing the YouTube algorithm.
Oh, shit.
10 minutes. 1 second. Don't let him get 10 minutes to 1 second.
You can reach 10 minutes without rambling, without saying the same thing all over.
Dude, he went 16 minutes.
The structuring and pacing of your video.
He went 16 minutes in this video.
At that point, it's not. At that point, it's not about reaching 10 minutes. At that point, it's just he's bad at expressing his opinion.
Or he's just so angry he has to keep
He's so angry, like, I can't stop this video. I have to keep making it.
Whoa. Okay, this is changed videos now because he's just rambling about.
Yeah, like, all right, let's move on. All right, let's move on from Super Metal Dave.
There is one more thing I'd like to bring up with this video before we move on.
Sure.
You know, he's talking about, like, you know, zooming in on character models and how they seem to look, you know, better, how they seem to increase in detail. And I don't know if that would be available on the Switch. That shit was available on the N64.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's available on Switch 2K18.
In Super Mario 64, when your camera would pan back, the character model on Mario would, you know, it would lose less and less and less polygons, so it can have, you know, more things on screen essentially. So, like, this is a detail this is a technique that's been present since Nintendo 64. So yes, Dave, yes, you can have that Switch version.
And
why would you think otherwise?
Yeah.
64 came out in 97.
Yeah, it did.
96.
96, yeah.
96, okay.
And he's saying that, like, having, you know, more polygon details when you zoom in on character models is, you know, is a thing that you can't have, and, you know, it would probably look worse.
But Mr. Nickel says, but the footprints stay on the ground though.
Oh.
I think to a certain degree.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mark. No, Mark, go ahead.
I think to a certain degree, Dave is banking on. I mean, a lot of his subscribers may be a lot younger gamers. He's relying on people not understanding how games are made, what techniques they use, and that, and they just listen to what he says. And a lot of his subs probably think, well, Dave's informed. He knows what he's talking about. So
he sounds like a level-headed guy.
He sounds like a level-headed guy.
To piggyback on Mark's,
go ahead, Squid.
To piggyback on Mark's comment, there's also the audience that wants to be in an echo chamber and just have their opinions
reinforced over and over again by
the
saying.
Nintendo haters are going to watch him constantly and say, "Yeah, see."
Yeah, they're just like shooting their fist up. Yeah.
He's right because he made a video on it.
Julio says, y'all are the best. I wish I could stay longer, but I'm exhausted. I got work in the morning. Have a blast, guys. Oh, thank you, Julio, for coming out, man.
Hey, Julio, you're awesome, bro.
Again, thank you so much.
Love you,
Take care, Julio.
Lucina says, are we on the same topic or did we change? When to wash the dishes? We're still talking about Super Metal Dave. We're just
I think we're about to switch to.
Yeah, Harmon Smith. Yeah.
Harmon Smith. Oh yes, let's go.
Anybody?
Where's the link?
Okay, I'll send it right now. But A little backstory on Harmon Smith. OJ actually knows Harmon Smith. He brought it up on a PE arena probably last week, where like Harmon Smith was basically like very combative with OJ back in the day. I've heard a little bit of his videos before. To give you an idea of what this guy is like, he has a video called "Wii U Destroyed the PS4." So just to kind of show you what let me link the video in the chat, and we can all enjoy. We can all.
Alright, from the last time we looked at this dude's channel, he said God of War sucked in the video. Now he has a new video saying God of War is the best-selling game on PS4.
For now. Yeah.
For now.
Oh my god.
For now. So he admits he was wrong.
Alright.
Well, at least he can do that.
At least.
George,
what's
the name of the video we're watching?
Wii U Destroyed PS4.
Wait, George, you want to link it?
Yeah, I linked it in the chat. In the.
Link in the chat. I gotta start the video over.
Oh, and
Oh, there we go. I linked it in the Discord also.
Clueless, dude. Although it's clickbaity, he actually brings up points like he's really trying to like explain this.
Like he's not joking.
And that's the sad thing. You would think that whole title, that whole thing, like you would never expect to hear somebody say that. But the fact that he's trying to defend it shows some kind of deficiency.
Bro, Mr. Nichols says, I can't wait for you guys to have a field day on this.
Let's go.
All right.
Tell us when.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. I still gotta rewind the video.
Yeah, anybody who's following along by playing videos, yeah, hold on for a minute. I already have the video queued up. But yeah, apparently he's not joking. This isn't an ironic video. He really thinks that the Wii U destroyed the PlayStation 4.
Brand new.
Oh my god.
He just posted this.
Yeah, this was from
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Like this wasn't like back when the Wii U first came out and the PS4 came out. Literally 2018. He thinks that the Wii U destroyed the PS4.
After the destruction of the Wii U.
Oh
my god.
He's like the Wii U Avenger.
Have you got to the point where he says?
No, we haven't started yet.
We didn't start yet.
Like 20 seconds in.
No. All right, let's hold up. Let's hold up, guys.
This is my opinions are my argument. This is that whole video. That's what it is.
Zach Brown says, "Guess who's back? Back again." Hey, what's going on, Zach Brown? Mr. Nichols says, "Wait, this happened in 2018? Wow." All right, so everybody have your videos ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start watching it right now.
Okay.
Oh my god. Hold on. 10 seconds in, he said basically, Wii U pretty much won the 8th generation. What the fuck? What the fuck?
In what way?
Wii U maybe beat the Pong. Who said that?
Oh, this guy named Harmon Smith.
Oh my god. What rock has he been living under?
I don't know, man.
Lucina says, my friend showed me this and I laughed so hard at work my supervisor questioned me. It's Lucina, you've seen the video too? Oh my god, Lucina. Alright, we gotta continue the video,
His audio is too quiet.
I'm at 47 right now. Put on closed captions.
I can't watch, I'm playing Rocket League.
I feel you, man. Splatoon here.
Yeah.
You know me.
I know you.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild released on Wii U. Which one? Oh my god.
G5's laughing his balls off. G5's laughing his balls off.
Fucking idiot.
Can we pause the video?
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's pause the video, guys.
Can we talk about when he says it established 3 of my favorite titles,
Wonderful 101.
He says Wonderful 101, and then he stops.
He couldn't think of the other two right off the bat. Super Mario Maker. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Y'all. I still like the Wii U.
Yeah, no. We're not laughing at the Wii U. Yeah, we're not laughing at the Wii U. We're laughing at this guy.
No, I know, but this guy, like we get it, man. You really liked your Wii U, but that. Why are you having this tone? Why are you like having this like? Why do you feel like you won? You didn't win anything.
Who hurt you?
I like how he's saying like, let's face it, guys.
Mr. Nickel, what's a Wii U?
We've all known it for the longest time. We just gotta own up to it.
We gotta be serious right now, guys. We gotta be serious.
Change history.
We've gotta be adults now, okay?
Lucina says, Mom Mercy, yeah, I told him the reason where my friend, and I showed him the video. He told us to go back to work, but he couldn't make a serious straight face doing that. He knew this was so bad. He knew it? You showed your supervisor the video, and he even knew it sucked? Jesus Christ. Alright, wow, continue the video. Continue the video.
Alright, let's continue the video. Let's go.
Listening to this man's logic for what he does, like, you literally lose IQ points just watching more of the video. Like, they're diminishing as you continue to watch it. Like, I just want to put viewer discretion advised for all the viewers that are watching this, because, you know what, you're not going to feel good after this.
Hey, let's listen.
What? What? Okay, hold on. He just said that the Wii U was a success, and that the Wii U revision, which was the Switch, so he's calling the Switch a revision of the Wii U.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Say that.
What?
And that it was a narrative that people thought that the Wii U failed?
The
no,
narrative?
you fucking idiot! Nintendo themselves failed! They literally said it themselves!
Remember, 2018, guys!
2018? I would understand if this was like 2013, 2014-ish, but 2018? Like, it's a common fact.
Whoa.
What's up?
Hold on. He just said, okay, hold on. Alright, he said all consoles to be the same, they need to have good games.
Yeah.
And he says that's why PS4 in comparison can be considered a failure, is that every game on that platform is a piece of something. Of course, I say every game, but pretty much everything on that reasonably good or entertaining is just like worth playing all of them. Okay, the captions
How
are
many
wrong,
games do we have to list?
He's pretty much saying that every game on the PS4 is trash except for Bloodborne. Except for Bloodborne.
Yeah, I guess forget Horizon Zero Dawn, screw Uncharted 4, screw.
This is after games.
What?
Even after God of War came out.
Okay.
Street Fighter 5's trash. Last of Us is trash, but Bloodborne's good. Bloodborne's good.
What's up, Mom Mercy?
I just want you guys to know that he is killing all the hamsters that I have.
Oh my god. He's killing all of my hamsters.
Okay, for all the people who aren't from America for a while, the saying was, instead of killing all of my brains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he killed all of my hamsters.
He killed all of my hamsters.
Will is spitting, but all of my hamsters are dead.
Dude.
You gotta flush them down the toilet now.
Alright, continue the video.
Alright. Oh boy.
All the games on the Wii U became classics.
Can you guys... I'm only like 30 seconds in, guys.
Dude, I'm a minute 13 in. He literally just said that there were no droughts on the Wii U.
Wow.
He literally just said that.
Because at least we had Meme Run to play.
Oh my god, Hayden. Oh my god. What?
There was no droughts on Wii U.
No droughts on the Wii U.
Yeah, all of 2016 just didn't happen, right, Hayden?
Harmon, not Hayden. Not Hayden, Harmon. Yeah.
No, but all of 2016 didn't happen?
Not me, and I did not make that video.
No.
Need to speak to the game store to see like, oh, what new games have come out on the Wii U? Like nothing. And I'd be like, dude, it's been months.
Yep.
Months.
Dude.
Living in that reality, that alternate reality.
Not to beat on the Wii U, but you know
Yeah.
the selection
Yes,
is sad.
Mm.
When the Wii U, in its entire existence, had to share its wall with the original Wii because they didn't have.
Oh shit! Oh no!
The Wii U kept the Wii alive.
Nintendo showed up. All right. So the logic works like this: the Wii U was a failure, but the Wii U Plus is a success, and that's how.
That's how it works, Bino.
It's a revision, man.
Nintendo showed up E3 2016.
Mr. Nick,
just Breath of the Wild.
Mr. Nickel says, Devil's Third, classic. Amiibo Festival, classic. Star Fox Zero, classic. Mario Tennis Ultra.
You don't understand, my guys.
Mario Tennis Ultra, classic.
Unironically loves Star Fox Zero and says that it's an all-time classic. It's one of the best Star Fox games.
I mean, it's not horrible.
Actually thinks that.
Jesus.
I don't think it's horrible.
Lucina says, being a Nintendo fan around 2015, 2016 for a home console user sucked. Yeah, it did, actually.
I'm glad I wasn't.
Skit says, the Wii U was so bad, the Wii started selling again. The Wii started selling again. Jesus, Skits. God, man, you're funny, Skits. You're funny, man. You're funny. Skit says, is he going for the dumbest video on YouTube? Oh yeah, I didn't. Mr. Nickel says, yeah, I didn't buy a Wii U. I just used my friend's Wii U. A lot of people didn't buy Wii U's. Well, let's.
My sister had a Wii U, but she like barely used it. She just.
Hey, what's going on, Panda Gla? Welcome to the stream.
Just because she doesn't like playing games.
Yeah.
She used it to watch YouTube on her TV more than she did to actually play games.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah. Because I wanted to play games like Mario Maker, and all the other Nintendo games, and they're like Donkey Kong and stuff. Which I'm glad they're bringing a lot of them to the Switch as well. And I would always try and say like, hey, if I were to buy this game for myself, would I be able to have it go on your system?
What's up, Mom Mercy?
What's up?
I'm watching the video, and I think I'm farther than anybody. I'm at 5 minutes. And
I'm only at a minute. I'm only at a minute.
you just said that the Wii U's eShop was one of the highlights of the system. It had so much indie support.
What? Indie support? I mean, it had indies, but
I watched it 3 times to make sure he said the Wii U and Switch, but no, he said the Wii U eShop was the best thing ever, and it had so much indie support.
He literally just said that he had nothing but great times on the Wii U.
Wii U.
Like,
with indies.
Game, a lot of the same games.
It's not even a question.
You know, functionality and like uniqueness. Remember when people said like no one wanted the
those are not indie titles. My dude. Oh my gosh, he's bringing up Game Boy Advance games.
That was what the Wii U was about, right? It was setting the stage for the Switch. It was getting this technology ready, getting it ready to take off.
Alright, he made a point that I don't necessarily outright disagree with. He said that the Wii U was kind of the precursor to the Switch, which I think so.
I can see that.
But though, he's making it seem like as if Nintendo planned for the Wii U to fail, though. Like as if like, yeah, we'll put this out there.
No, I think what they did is they were really banking on the Wii U to work, and then when people were like, oh, you know, it sucks that I can't walk more than 5 feet away from my game console and stuff like that, people were like, people at Nintendo were like, hey, you know, we're getting back some feedback that we could probably use to make our next console better.
And plus, until NVIDIA released that powerful mobile SoC, that's the best. The technology wasn't there to do what they really wanted to do, which was combine their handheld with a home console.
Exactly.
What the guy is implying is that Nintendo was playing fucking 8D chess on a system that would sell poorly but still had good games on it, so that their next system, which people liked and enjoyed, could have the good games from the old system that not a lot of people played, therefore increasing the library of the new system.
Yeah, I know.
Making it the most game-filled system ever.
Panda Glass says, "I have Mario Kart 8 and your friends are awesome." Thank you. Yeah, my friends are awesome.
This guy is kind of pissing me off.
Okay. He's also talking about Virtual Console on Switch too.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, guys, I know my retro. I'm probably one of the bigger retro guys here in Player Essence. The Wii U Virtual Console emulation sucked. It was bad. Look at Kirby's Adventure, how jittery it is, and how there's this ugly white line down the left side of the screen.
Can we just talk about I have a question. Guys, I have a question. I need to know. I really need to know. When was this video released?
Yeah.
Pretty recent, within the last 2 weeks.
Wait, within the last 2 weeks?
Yes.
My boys, are you shitting me?
No. Nope.
Wow.
In the last 2 weeks.
Wii U, baby.
We found this video 2 or 3 days prior of him uploading this video.
Yeah, he literally just said that every game on PS4 is a piece of shit. That's why you can consider the PS4 as a failure. Wow.
Except Bloodborne.
Every game is a piece of shit.
Guys, why is he talking like the Switch just released?
I know, it's 2018. It came out a year ago.
It came out a year ago, but this dude is talking like, oh, we'll see how the Switch will do. It may do well.
It's already outsold. It's already outsold. It's already outsold the system that destroyed the PS4.
I know, it already outsold it.
It can't be that bad.
He's finding a way to produce a narrative that's going to protect whatever he says. Because now,
exactly.
Okay, well, the Wii U was set up the whole predecessor of the Switch. Well, duh. And two, you can't sit here and give all the credit of the Wii U to the Switch sales because they don't correlate.
No.
It's not the same thing.
No. They're not the same thing.
Right now that are you know what, I will actually buy a Switch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
A bunch of people who hated the Wii U are actually buying Switches, so it's obviously a different thing. Yeah.
I'm buying.
wonder we have the apocalypse.
I'm buying I'm buying a lot of new games that were on the Wii U that come to Switch because I didn't own a Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Which goes to show
is why I call Harmon Smith the JTech TV of the Nintendo fan base. He is an ultra mega fanboy, an ultra mega Nintendo apologist, to the point where he will praise every single game that's a Nintendo exclusive. If this exclusive goes over to other platforms, then that game somehow doesn't matter anymore, and everything that is exclusive to non-Nintendo systems are automatically pieces of shit. Every single time without fail.
God of War's not on Nintendo Switch. Oh, it's trash.
I just have to point out one thing real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm proud papa moment. Just walked in the living room. My daughter's playing Splatoon.
Aww.
Aww. Because my son has one and I have one. So that's another thing. You didn't do that with the Wii U.
No, you didn't have multiple Wii U's in the same house.
Oh, I remember whenever I used to go around we were trying to play Smash Bros.
Yeah.
On the TV. We would always fight over who would use the gamepad.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The greatest thing about that gamepad ever was if you had kids and you wanted to play your more powerful systems. I don't know how many times my son sat in the living room with me while I played the PlayStation and played Smash Brothers on the gamepad. That was the only...
Yeah, definitely.
That was the only good thing about it. Guys, this dude gave me an instant migraine. I did not... my brain hurts so bad.
You can feel your brain. It's like you're drinking alcohol without the effect of getting drunk. It's hurting you, and you're getting no kind of pleasure from it.
It's like you've got the hangover, but not the night before.
Exactly.
Mr. Nichols says, guys, give him a break. He was cryogenically frozen for years, and he's still getting used to the modern world. He's still getting used to the modern world, guys.
Man, this Mario Wii U is amazing. Have you guys got Nintendo Land yet? So good. Are you guys excited for Game and Wario?
Game and Wario.
So good.
But like, to be honest,
Jesus.
was supposed to be was supposed to be my system.
Yeah.
I hardly ever played that thing. Like my kids played with my Wii U more than I ever did. The only time that Wii U ever got like action was when it came to Mario Kart and Smash Brothers. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Pretty much. It was just Nintendo first-party titles and not a lot of third-party titles on Wii U. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, and I'm playing the video of Harmon Smith. He literally just said that any game worth playing on PS4 should have been on Wii U.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
I know, and on Switch.
I'm still waiting for
assume that he's not gonna explain himself.
I'm just gonna assume he's not gonna.
It's just gonna be that basis upon you. Like, I feel this way, and so that's how it should have been.
So I just want to point out one more thing to go back to the Super Metal Dave thing, just a little bit.
Oh my God. Yeah, he said Wii U. Wow.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. Never mind.
It's okay, Squid. It's cool, man.
It comes back up. I'll mention it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just saying, man. That's what it's doing to you. It's not good for you, man.
We're losing brain cells.
I did myself the favor and didn't watch it.
This is not even a haters ball anymore. This is a PSA.
It's a PSA.
Oh. This is the PSA. Like the things you like, and don't be a twat, one way or the other.
Okay, so we had enough of Harmon?
No, we gotta keep going.
Oh, okay. G5 wants to keep. We'll keep going for a little bit longer. We can keep going for a little bit longer. Okay, let's watch the video. Watch the.
Oh, I remember.
What's that, Squid?
I remember what I was gonna say.
What's up?
Just to talk about Dave, just to go back to one of his points too.
Yeah.
What I got really excited about when I first saw the Switch release or the reveal was that Nintendo was going to their wheelhouse. I mean, what do they do better than anyone else? And that's handhelds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And they just made a system that is it plugs into your TV, and yet it is still portable. And that was awesome on their part. They consolidated their market instead of splitting it.
So they incorporated their strengths into an area that they weren't really good with for the last few years.
I personally feel like Switch and its current form factor is the future of console gaming.
Hey, Pendagla. What's going on, Pendagla?
Can I say a very good point about that?
Leave a follow if you like the content.
Because the thing with these like home console hardware things, and a problem that I think Microsoft and Sony will probably run into soon, especially with like the PS5, is that they're really running out of like new technology they can do with home consoles. So what they're doing is really they're just pushing for power instead, because that's the one thing they can really do.
Yeah.
There's not really much else that you can do with, home consoles in that sense.
The Wii U. The Wii U didn't do great, but Nintendo has always been good about innovating, about doing something different. They're about taking chances. I mean, they took a chance.
And I think the Wii U concept of it being a consoleized DS, which was one of their most,
literally 100 million
most sold devices ever. Like that, it seemed like a good idea, in concept, but like there's all kinds of flaws that went along with it.
I can just imagine the boardroom meeting, and they say, Walter, what are we gonna do for the next console?
Yeah.
Walter.
The
What are
Wii.
these Japanese?
We gotta make a successor to the Wii.
Yeah.
But we don't really know what to do. And then Walter goes, guys, listen, I've got this. Think about our most successful thing, okay? The 3DS. He goes, oh, yes. The board goes, oh, wow. Let's make it bigger! Let's make it better. In fact, let's make it so big that you can use the whole friggin' TV screen.
Nintendo has always been about taking chances, but also being innovative. You know what I'm saying? You can't have innovation taking a chance.
Yeah, and if when you're innovating, you're about to do some bullshit.
Personally, Hayden, the 3DS is not their most successful of the DSs.
Okay, Mark.
And the next Sony and the next Xbox absolutely will be, or should be. Every game runs at native 4K, 60 frames per second. That's what they'll be. The disparity between the 360 and the Xbox One and the PlayStation equivalent wasn't that big because you were already gaming in HD, so it wasn't that big.
Yeah,
and the disparity between the Xbox One and the next Xbox would be even smaller. It'll be going from
that's what I was saying,
up to 4K dynamic resolution to native 4K, and that'll be it.
From 4K to 4K, baby. What an upgrade! And the thing is, a lot of people are gonna think that 4K is gonna get everyone to buy the system, when really not a lot of people care about the buzzwords like 4K or 60 frames a second. They just want games to look good. That's all they want, and a game doesn't have to have 4K to look good.
Like, I can put a tangent on that. I think watching CDs, even though there's Blu-ray technology out.
Yeah.
It still looks good enough to where it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to point out here too that I'm not going to buy a 4K TV because I'm waiting for 8K. The technology moves so fast now that I don't care about 4K.
Yeah. I'll wait for 8K whenever that comes out.
Yeah, Samsung.
I remember several years ago,
Yeah.
Oh. I remember several years ago, Nintendo did some interviews, and they've been saying, we want our business to be a lot like Apple, and how they, and how they do, how they do a lot of their technology. And I know a lot of people got really scared by that, thinking that, especially the rhetoric of people saying oh, Nintendo's for casuals, and they want to make their games more casualized by making them into smartphone games, and that's what people got from that. But what they didn't realize was, what the Switch was, and I think they've kicked off that that mentality of how to do new game hardware now, and I think in the future it's probably we're going to see how we do smartphones now is how we're going to be seeing game consoles later, how they're going to get to be smaller, more compact, more graphical capabilities in a small device. And I really do feel like that's where console gaming is headed.
If you think about it, the whole microtransaction thing really started with mobile. You know what I'm saying? That's where it worked so well that they decided we might as well put it on mainstream games, figure out a way to make even more money out of it.
Yeah, that's where it really got popularized. But on that note, this guy is canceled.
It changed. I'm not gonna say that it's good. That's definitely not the narrative that I'm putting. Not to say that it's good, but it did change the narrative when it comes to how games handle DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's why Nintendo's not, fully on board with adopting, going with, fabs right away, because, Nintendo looked at HD and they weren't ready to do an HD console, going we don't know if this is going to catch on or not. Same thing with online. That's why they're still to this day kind of timid about that. They don't want to adopt these things like microtransactions and loot boxes. I'm sure Nintendo's
look at what Mr. Nickel said.
Implementing stuff like that.
Where, on Twitch or YouTube?
Twitch.
Mr. Nickel says, I'll wait for 16K so my eyeballs can explode.
There you go.
That's the way to go.
16K. Why get 8K when you get 16K?
The whole narrative.
I'm just waiting for 100K.
Jesus.
There, just wait for it to be blasted directly into your eyes.
Stream directly to your eyeballs.
Wait till we get.
Nintendo Switch 18. Inject yours today.
Inject yours.
This guy made a video called Nintendo Labo has already outperformed PlayStation VR. Is that true?
No.
That would be
don't.
sad.
No. That would be kind of sad. Yeah.
Let me check this.
No, PlayStation VR about 5 months ago was just over 1.2 million. So it's got to be at least 1.5, 1.6 million now, I'd have thought.
That's clickbait, bro. Because that depends on your
And then the whole thing with VR is still kind of baby stages because it's still very limited.
Are we really assuming man knows how to build for like a long?
Well, yeah, because all VR needs to have like.
It's the same guy. Okay.
Yeah. VR needs to have like huge amounts of frame rate, otherwise people are gonna get motion sick. Like 60 frames per second is too slow. It needs to be like 120 frames per second.
Even with the huge amount of motion sickness. Like I have a PlayStation VR myself.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Resident Evil 7. A couple other games I played maybe for 20 minutes. But
yeah.
Still, there's not much.
VR is like
level of Sword Art Online yet, so it's still kind of like, it's cool. I'll show this off at a party, but is it something that I'm gonna be playing every day?
No, definitely
VR
not.
is something that you would like experience once. Like you can go to these, like VR like taster days or something, where you go and you go to like some place. They have a bunch of VR rigs hooked up, and you try out some games for like an hour. To have a great evening, and then you go home. And those places are really successful, and they make a lot of money because that's how people enjoy VR. It's short little bursts to see something impressive.
Hayden,
I have a blast from the past. Squid.
Yes.
Mark, do you guys remember Virtual World? Did you guys have one of these close to your homes ever? Like back during like the mid-90s?
Oh no, I lived in it's a fairly rural town. I won't say small.
It was like you could. They had like these rudimentary like Apple II, like Macintosh games, like the worst 3D graphics you could possibly imagine. You'd hop in these like cockpits, and you'd play like games that were like shittier graphics than like Armored Core 1 on the PlayStation.
Jesus.
You just like walk around shooting people. Like,
what video, G5?
It's from Harmon Smith. It's a video he made yesterday. It's called Donkey Kong Country is a bad game because it didn't sell.
Because of what?
Just quickly going back to VR though, Hayden.
Yeah.
When you went into the public toilets, mate, and you were taking a crap, and that old guy came in and started. You may tell yourself that was a VR game, mate. That really happened.
Oh my god.
It's like a Jeez. Gang game.
Talking.
Mark, you're probably in a grooming gang, aren't you, you old pervert?
Groomers United, mate.
Groomers United. See, he doesn't even deny it either.
Oh my. The actual fuck.
I mean. Alright, I watched the entire Harmon Smith video. My brain wants to commit suicide, but
we should also watch the video titled "Ocarina of Time 3D is better than Final Fantasy VII Remake."
Well, I mean, at this point it is because it actually exists.
It actually came out. So.
But it, like Harmon Smith like literally made a point in the video saying like, you know, the Wii U was literally like a local multiplayer like machine, like it was really built for that. But like the Switch is also a local multiplayer machine. Actually, it's better than the Wii U when it comes to local multiplayer, like because you can actually do ad hoc. You can actually do LAN play with the Switch, and it's a lot easier. So what is he talking, man? Like,
OJ's not gonna like this video.
What video?
He says it's a video titled "Xenoblade Sucks" and it's Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
From who?
Yeah, he does not like Xenoblade.
I don't think he cares.
Oh my God.
Harmon?
Like, OJ doesn't care.
Like, there's no way.
OJ gives no fucks about this guy.
Yeah, no. Like he's like, it's not like he's gonna pay attention to this guy. Fuck no. OJ has better things to do than to worry about this guy.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that this guy was a cancer to the last community.
Oh yeah, like
he said that.
OJ said that. Like, oof.
This guy was?
Yeah, this guy. He was part of OJ's last.
Man.
Yeah, I know, Squid.
Yeah,
I know.
Good thing Squid wasn't around in those times. If he was
I'm kind of doubly pissed at this
oh
guy,
my
actually.
God.
Alright, you wanna watch Xenoblade Sucks? Harmon Smith.
I really want to watch that.
Oh, this fool.
Yeah.
Let's see if his review is better than Beat 'em Up.
I would have nothing to say about it because I've not played Xenoblade yet.
But
still kind of that game still kind of intimidates me a little bit to start it.
Mr. Nickel says, "Why did you watch that video? It's dangerous. Some people got After Effects that make their brains turn into mush, to mush."
Hey, Mr. Nickel,
and then poop them out.
I told you. We're trying to help people out here, man, before you go through YouTube hell and you end up on one of his videos and somehow you're just dissolving in your seats because your mind can't comprehend the level of stupidness.
The level of...
I'm getting ready to start the video of Xenoblade Sucks.
Alright, let's watch a little bit of it, because I don't want to spend another half hour on this.
In all seriousness, the reason why we're doing this is like...
Yeah.
We can show...
Yeah,
we can show that we can be passionate about something and really like something without being fanboys. Like
without going too far.
People like to call us fanboys, and I don't think that that's a fair assessment because we're not apologists. We're not like this guy.
I mean, you can be a fanboy, but not a bad fanboy.
There's a fanboy, and then there's Stan.
Required in being a fan of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's not forget, fan is just short for fanatical.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I consider myself a fanboy of Nintendo.
My whole thing is there's a difference between fanboy and stan. Once you're a stan, like a Nintendo could literally go hit this guy Harmon's wrist, and he would apologize for it and said it was for sales.
And congratulate them for the Wii U. Thank you for bringing the Wii U.
He's gonna cut them vertically during his dying moment.
Selling his blood to American Red Cross.
People are like, you apologize to him, right?
Yeah, exactly, Taki. Yeah.
You Logan Paul swooping in to get the footage.
Oh fuck! Oh no, my videos are being flagged.
He just said he turned on Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
And after a few minutes, he shut it off.
What?
Dun, dun, dun. Chronicles 2 on for a couple of minutes the other day, and then immediately shut it off. I'm sorry, guys. It's been months, but I am still salty about this fucking game. It is terrible. There's no getting around this.
What's wrong? Oh, he says it's terrible. It's abysmal. Get to the point, Harmon. Please get to the point.
The game is bad.
He's not even saying why.
The game is terrible. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Oh, hold on. Let me Xenoblade 2. I mean, I know Squid, you might agree with him.
No, I'm not gonna say it's a horrible game, though. I mean, I didn't enjoy it, but
yeah, I mean,
that's my opinion.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between like not enjoying it and then saying that the game is bad. It's awful.
It sucks.
I would never say it's a bad game. I think it was actually.
It sucks, and you're just lying for people who say who likes it. You're just lying to yourselves.
To be honest, I think I remember this guy from OJ's old website.
Really?
Oh, I think so. He used to go by Travis, I believe.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Because I remember that avatar on his channel profile. Oh, this is the same guy. Yeah, he used to debate a lot with OJ on his website. Jesus Christ, this is the same guy. Hold on.
Why did he debate OJ back then? Just out of curiosity.
Well, no, like they used to fight him all the time on his website. Like any points that OJ would make on his website, he would like come into the comment section and like type out like why like he's wrong and everything. That's why OJ, I guess got tired of the website really, just because it was so combative.
I have delved deeper into his videos, and you guys don't even know what he talks about.
All right, we
got some shit that would turn your hair white.
We gotta have a cutoff. We gotta have a cutoff.
For example, if you watch porn, you are a cuck.
What?
Yep.
Any porn.
If you watch porn, you are officially a beta male cuck.
What's up?
According
George,
What?
George, did you make
Is this guy like
what
a
point
fucking
are you in the
alt-right
video right
MRA
now?
or some
Like,
shit or whatever?
where are you in the video?
I'm at 30 seconds.
Oh, bro, keep going, dude. Keep
Okay.
going.
Let me see. What else? What other gems has this man dropped out of his mouth? What pearls of wisdom?
Videos, we're gonna have to give you a purple heart, man.
Guys, for the love of God, please watch this video. Oh God.
At what point are you at G5?
I'm at 52 seconds.
Okay.
Like, those games, Dark Souls in particular, those games are so much better than Xenoblade. It's not even. Looks so much better than Xenoblade. It's not even funny. I have not played Ys yet, but I have much better like Ys 8 and.
Let me see. What are some other examples that I can think of?
Dark Souls.
JoJo Bizarre's Adventure is a terrible anime.
Those games are so much.
That's blasphemy, you little.
He just said that Dark Souls was better than Xenoblade.
That's Harmon.
I know.
He just said that Dark Souls was better than Xenoblade.
You can't do that.
Oh my god.
He's like the overstated fucking manosphere, little.
Wow.
This guy is a gem. Because he is a fountain of insanity and lunacy and idiocy.
We need to invite this guy on
I'm
a
still
debate,
not
dude.
fully convinced that this guy isn't a troll yet.
Yeah.
I mean, he has so many videos.
I doubt it. He's just delusional.
Jesus, he's already made his diagnosis.
That much of a troll and looking for clout so much that you would literally put out that kind of garbage, like that's how much.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's like a walking meme. This guy is. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, he has a video called "Crash is Trash."
Alex Jones, like.
Crash is trash.
Yeah.
And now Crash is announced for the Switch.
It's just because it rhymes.
Yeah, Crash is trash.
Change his opinion.
PlayStation films will fail.
He's also homophobic.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he is.
He has a video that says it is not okay to be gay.
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth.
It's a choice too. Did he also throw that one out too?
Yeah, he did.
I think he might have said that at some point. I didn't watch that.
I'm just reading his video titles, guys.
Hayden chose, right?
Pretendos love the Switch, and that is not okay. Like pretendos, like who's a pretendo?
A pretender
I've not heard that term before.
I've
Yeah,
I've heard it before in the past, but
yeah, well, it's kind of.
Is that like when you used to play with your bathtub with those little rings or whatever?
Oh my god.
A pretendo is a fake
If you went back to like the year
fanboy.
2012 on Noji's website, that's what people used to call everybody. You're a pretendo.
Bro,
'Cause you're not a
pretendo.
Nintendo fan,
Whoa.
you know?
Yeah.
It's a pretendant Nintendo fan.
Yeah, you're pretending to be like a fake Nintendo fanboy.
But this was a video in 2018 and he's still stuck. It's almost as if he's still stuck in like 2013, 24. He's like a Super Metal Dave. This is another Super Metal Dave. What the fuck? Yeah, this is way worse.
I don't know if it's year 2020.
I don't think I'd go quite like that.
I'm gonna
I think people like him are stuck in like more like the year 1915 because like that's their mindset of like how women should just do whatever the fuck they say.
Jesus. Oh my
He's
god.
like Captain America. Like he just came out of.
He was cryogenically frozen.
Captain America was like 1940. Women were a little more.
For like 50 years.
You guys made the tangent that he's a child of the Super Metal Dave effect. I'm calling butterfly effect. Super Metal Dave somehow went back into the past. Dan Harmon, this guy is now like a butterfly.
He's like
effect.
Captain Wii U, dude. He's Captain Wii U.
That's why like everything that he does, it's not making sense to anyone else but him.
Jesus.
That's some
Captain
fun
Wii U,
stuff.
man.
Oh my.
So he's like Captain Wii U, dude.
Wii U.
Captain Nintendo, dude?
Yes, exactly.
I don't even want to run down the Captain America's time, like because it's even worse than that in some respects.
Jeez.
Well, now we know his manifesto. Just imagine what his wedding vows will.
His wedding bells.
Do you left hand take this man to be your?
The guy who ran down all those people in Toronto like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. This guy is basically part of that group.
Yo, he has a video called PS4 is Doomed, and this was 3 months ago. He actually has. It's sold over. It's at what 80 million at this point.
He's like if you.
Wow.
If you were to imagine like the ultimate like Sony fan, what they would say about the Switch.
Yeah.
Then inverse that is him.
Jesus.
Like that's what I said. Been saying this guy is the JTech TV of the Nintendo fan base.
And holy shit, it's 28 minutes long. That video, 28 minutes. Who the fuck is gonna watch a 28-minute?
Pushing that ad revenue hard.
Jesus.
How many subs does this guy have? Like.
He has like. Let me check. Harmon Smith.
He
has 148 subscribers.
Yeah.
And he's been around.
I'm shocked he has that many. Honestly.
That's about 148 too many.
But he's been around for so long though.
It's about to be 149.
He get more subs if he used the word cuck more, probably. You know.
Oh my.
He has 606 videos.
Yeah.
Be sure to like and subscribe. Here we go.
But
he's about to hit 149 subscribers.
But it's guys like this that
I've hit subscribe. I've hit the bell.
It's guys like this that make us look bad also, because we get grouped in with guys who act like this or think these, like, have these opinions, and we're thrown in there with him. Like, oh, all Nintendo fans are like that. Like, no! No! We're not like that! We're not this delusional. I don't think the PS4 is going to fail. Why? Because it's sold 80 million already. When is it going to fail at this point?
Wait, hold on. Did it sell 80 million?
It's at 80 million at this point.
I think it's like right on the cusp.
Yeah, but the point is it's successful though, and yet he's still saying that it's doomed.
It's gonna fail somehow. Like.
But the Wii U beat it though.
Yeah. Fucking G5.
I mean, this is what he said. The Wii U destroyed the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Yeah, in Bizarro World. Yes.
It's that alternate timeline OJ has talked about before.
I'm telling you, it's gotta be.
It's the freaking fuckery effect, man. All these lies.
Oh, yeah. He says that PC gaming is dead. Ooh, okay. PC gaming is dead.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
You know, that's something I've heard that like this week already. There was an article about the Atari box or the Atari VCS that I read, and people were saying.
Oh God.
The guy said living room PC gaming is dead, as far as like this type of like mid-range wannabe kind of Apple TV gaming PC kind of thing is dead.
To be honest,
everybody tries to do it, it just fails pretty much. But,
to be honest, the Atari VCS is the Switch killer.
I was waiting for that.
Lucina said, "Look out! Watch out, man." Lucina says, "What? Wait, are you saying us Nintendo fans are not delusional?" Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Lucina. What's going on, Ruin Black Cat? What's going on, man? Thank you for coming out.
Best Nintendo system, better than GameCube, better than N64.
Apparently, the PS4 is dead. The PC gaming is dead.
Please tell me mobile gaming is dead.
Throw in mobile gaming.
And they were all killed. They were all killed by one deadly force.
What's that?
Okay, George, please. Are you still watching the Xenoblade Sucks video?
Yeah, I'm still watching it. Why?
Where are you right now?
I just finished.
I'm at 1:30. Why?
He just said, he was like, despite what people say about Warriors games being busy work and you're doing the same things over and over again, it's still better than Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
What?
Oh. I like Warrior games, buddy, and that's
you're an open world RPG to Warriors game. There you go.
Lucina says, so if PS4 is dead, PC gaming is dead, mobile gaming is dead, I guess the R-Zone is a success. The R-Zone?
Oh my god. Does everybody here know what the R-Zone is?
I don't even know what that is.
Yes, I do.
PC gaming...
Good for you, because I don't think everybody knows what it is.
It Skids says PC gaming is dead. Isn't this the same guy who said that Wii U was a success?
Like
exactly,
the
Skids.
Plastic that reflects like a red image on your eye or some shit.
Miss,
and you can somehow play Virtual Fighter on it.
It's so stupid.
Mr. Nichols said, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a break from the stupidity coming from these haters. Zach Brown says, I'm back. We're still hating on people? Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess, Zach. What's going on, Zach?
Believe it or not, I actually...
Did this guy, defend the CDI, or what? Like, where's the mindset here?
I think Faces of Evil is a great game, you guys. Let's just admit it, okay?
The Zelda CDI games were amazing.
The Hotel Mario, man,
Hotel Mario, instant classic.
Best Mario game ever, man. Zelda: The Faces of Evil, gotta play that.
Best Zelda game. Best Zelda game.
Ruin Black Cat says Tiger Electronics for the win. Skid says, okay, so a whole being of dumb. There is a cure for that, but I won't say it on your stream.
Believe it or not, I actually had to study the
Mr. Nichols says it's called the Haters Ball for a reason.
An example of like a bad product.
Yeah.
For like design and technology. I studied the R-Zone for an example of bad design.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Go.
Mr. Nichols says Meme Run was an amazing game because it was exclusive to the Wii U. Zach Brown says Hotel Mario is way better than Odyssey. 1v1 me, bro.
Then you retracted the message. But you read it anyways.
Yoji.
It's David.
Oh my god.
I'm in the lobby for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Oh my.
1v1.
1v1 me.
I gotta install it, man.
He also has a video called Xenoblade No Longer Needs to Exist. Really?
Wait, say that again?
He says that Xenoblade no longer needs to exist. Wow.
Sold 1 million copies!
Why did it ever need to exist in the first place? I mean, that's kind of a weird metaphor.
Yeah, it's not a need.
Harmon, here's another idea. If you didn't like the first 2 games, why did you buy the other one? If you don't want to experience it, how about don't buy it?
There's no need for you to exist, honestly, is there? Yeah. But your parents decided to do it anyway.
No, he's too smart.
He's too smart for this.
I think he's too smart.
The internet is wrong about porn.
Yeah, way too smart for me.
He's too smart for your cockery.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that must be it. I apologize. My bad.
Porn watching.
It's Giz says Zach Brown. I'm gonna have to time you out for false information. Meme Run was so good they took it out of the shop.
You think I just
Zach Brown says, "Hey, G5 won't play Halo 4. I'm in the lobby right now."
Wait a minute. So, wait, Wii U is super successful because they used all the empty boxes for Labo.
Yeah, the empty boxes. Oh my god! He literally has a video called "Is Mobile Gaming Dying?" He has a video called "Is Mobile Gaming Dying?"
Really? It's like a $1 trillion.
I'm pretty sure the revenue of mobile gaming is
I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, mobile gaming's dying. That's why Nintendo wants to go into more into mobile gaming.
That's why Nintendo put Fire Emblem Heroes on the mobile.
Yeah, I know, because it's dying.
They're making they made Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, right, Taki? Yeah.
Yeah, they made that one after the Fire Emblem, right? And they're making more mobile games.
Exactly, and the president, the new one, said that he wants to increase the number of mobile games.
Yeah, and they're working on with Sly Games on that new mobile.
Oh shit! He just said he has a video called Bayonetta 2 sucks.
Oh, idiot!
Wow.
This is just proving more and more that this guy has awful taste.
Bayonetta 2. Wow.
The card did that. He made a video saying that Bayonetta on Switch is great.
But really?
What?
Yes.
But I'm seeing a video right here from 5 months ago. Bayonetta 2 sucks. What?
Yeah, but
does this guy have multiple personalities? Like, what the fuck? Is he making like contradictory videos now? What the fuck?
Oh my god. The duality of man.
Your internet time's over. Time to take your meds. No, nurse.
Yeah.
I have to expose all the pretendos out there.
Mr. Nichols says, "Boom! There we go. Now there is factually correct evidence that the Wii U is a success." Ruin Black Cat says, "Yo, G5, want to play Dragon Ball FighterZ? I'm in the lobby right now." Mr. Nichols says, Lucina says, I hope so, because I can only make fun of him more. Jesus.
Nice, Lucina.
Pretendos love the Switch, and that is not okay.
Oh shit! Oh my
guys, I got a biggity bounce.
Wait, one last thing. One last thing before we end the stream, guys. One last thing.
A good time.
He has a video called Player Essence thinks that you are not a real Nintendo fan if you don't buy Doom on Switch. He has a video called that.
He never. No, I put comments in that video. He's a fucking idiot. Like, oh my
wow.
God. Like, that actually legit pissed me off.
Please, Lincoln, please.
Attack the community. I am so
Yo,
right now.
he attacked the community.
Please.
All right.
I'm looking right now. I'm looking.
It's way down. Let me find it. He literally has the video, Player Essence.
Anyway, guys, for real, I gotta take off. But this was a gas.
Yeah, like.
Yes, it was. Bino, thanks for coming.
Thank you, Tyner.
See you guys around.
Thank you, Tyner.
Yeah, for sure.
See you, man.
Zelda versus Devil May Cry. What?
Where is it? Zach Brown says, "Oh crap." Mr. Nichols says, "Top 10 anime battles." I'm trying to find it. He has so many videos that, oh god.
I'm gonna keep on scrolling. I'm gonna keep on going through until. All right, I found the Bayonetta 2 sucks one.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it. Player Essence thinks that you are caps, not a real Nintendo fan. I'm watching it. Fuck that. Yeah, let's go.
Where is, I can't.
Came from the hood. Like,
it has a Doom.
Yo, G5, it's insert name of community member. You want to play insert random obscure video game from 2008 here. I'm in the lobby right now.
Wow,
nice, Hayden.
He really fucking made a video.
Jesus.
Yo, link it to OJ, man.
I think he knows. I think he knows.
OJ would know.
Yeah, he knows.
He doesn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I mean.
I know.
Copy. Anybody who wants to watch this video, I'll link it. It's called Player Essence thinks that you are not a real Nintendo fan if you don't buy Doom on Switch.
Can you link it, please? George?
Yeah, I linked it right now in the chat, and I'll link it on Discord as well.
George, you're on the ball, sunshine.
There we go. I linked it in Discord also for people who aren't in the YouTube or Twitch chat. If anybody wants to watch it, go ahead. I to be honest, guys, I need a break. I need a fucking break. I can't watch this guy anymore. But I think we'll go.
That was 2 hours free, so you got a lot of quality content. Definitely will not be the only haters ball. We just want to put that out there.
Hey guys, let's just watch the video.
Itskit says this idiot isn't worth the time. Mr. Nichols says Zelda versus DMC. Okay, we can make that comparison. We can compare Dead Space and Captain Toad. Wish me luck. About to watch. This is such a crazy stream, says Lucina. Mr. Nichols says good luck, Zach. Mr. Nichols says I know, right, Lucina? Thank you guys. To be honest, I was kind of scared that people would kind of shy away from this stream, like, oh God, I don't want to watch this or whatever. But I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it in the chat. Thank you guys.
You're killing it, dude.
Thank you, man. Zach Brown says, never mind, my phone wants to be dumb. You can watch it later, Zach. Yeah, it'll be there. It'll be there.
So George, is this guy killing all your hamsters too?
I think I bought more hamsters and he killed those too.
They keep on watching.
Oh man.
You guys think it's a concern? There's like crows just like hitting my window right now.
What?
Yes. The end of days.
Wait, there's what in your window? What?
Crows are hitting his window.
Crows hitting my window right now.
That's one of the signs of the apocalypse.
I'm pretty sure that's not in Revelation, but alright.
Those crows are they accompanied by the
Green Live
crow from the 2 movies, or the Sting for that matter?
No, it's literally.
Is there multiples of them? Are they all like in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you remember the crow from Metal Gear Solid 1? Yeah, it's just like a bunch of those hitting my window.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mr. Nichols says, I just noticed the Mama Mercy approved seal on the top right. That just made this stream of the year, George. The Mama Mercy. Oh, yeah, I have it on my webcam thing. I have it on there, the top right, guys. You can see right there. Mama Mercy approved.
Yep, only 3 streams in the world have that Mama Mercy approved.
And Zach Brown said.
George won. Switch to PC. And my hubby Unbound Gamer.
Unbound Gamer. Check out Unbound Gamer also.
Wait, are we ending the stream?
I mean, if you guys want to have further comments about it, that would be the time to bring them up. But
what I want to mention is that he said he was talking about back in the Wii U days when the third parties were shafting us and weren't giving us any games. I thought there were no droughts with the Wii U, and it was a perfect system.
That's true, Aiden. Yeah.
It's just not the third parties, probably though.
I think we've successfully proven that this guy's a moron. I think we've done a good job of that.
We have debunked his theory.
Yeah, well, he's probably in the closet.
I want to bring up the comment
of a homophobe.
Go ahead, Mama.
I want to bring up the comment of the year. The Wii U killed the PlayStation 4. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first, everybody.
I mean, there's got a 70 million. But the Wii U only got 13. But it killed the PlayStation 4.
Skid says, I can't handle the dumb anymore, George. I can't handle the dumb.
I mean, like he already proved himself to be an idiot after uploading 2 videos. One titled Bayonetta 2 sucks, and the other one titled Bayonetta is great on Switch.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he had contradictory videos.
Covered SMD and Herman, and was there a third person? Because I got to step out there.
No, just those 2 for today. Just those 2.
Okay, all right. So SMD, Herman, go fuck yourself.
Oh my god. Yahir Hernandez, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming out for the stream. Thank you, man. This guy's a regular. Sometimes he jumps on when he can. Squid Vicious says hello, Yahir. I've been busy, so yeah, I'm off, but I'm off on Saturday and Sunday. I might stream Saturday and possibly Sunday. What's going on? We just got done featuring Super Metal Dave and Harmon Smith's videos. We're just talking about a few YouTubers with very eccentric views. That's a good way to put it, Close. That's eccentric views. And we're here.
His stuff, but every time I see a video, he has a video that it says PS4 and Xbox One are not for adults. My God!
They're not for adults. Oh my God! Dude, like what? Like alternate metaverse left.
Skid says featuring. Talked a bunch of shit. Zach Brown says, so what was that dude's channel? Harmon Smith. I'll link the channel also.
If you want all of the nasty effects of like having a binger without like actually having a binger, then go.
Yeah, Zach, you'll finally know what it feels like to have a hangover.
like that alcoholic in your town that just says all the crazy things.
I just linked the dude's channel in the chat, Zach. Dude. Yeah. I mean, if you're not cool with this, it's already over. It's here, but yeah, I mean, that's what we were doing today, and yeah, it was. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was a lot of fun.
We got on some topics that are kind of offhand, but it's been really good dialogue.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody's input.
I appreciate everybody's point.
Dude,
especially
he has another video, and it's titled "Mario games are not art, but Batman Arkham Asylum is."
Oh.
What? Repeat the title.
It's just
Mario games are not art, but Batman Arkham Asylum is.
Oh my God! Wow.
We gotta have something for our next stream, guys.
Skid says it was a huge success. Mr. Nickel says, don't give him more publicity. He will spread his stupidity even further.
You don't want to get infected.
I just saw his channel. Alcohol is whack.
He's a trash con. Literally, how you feel like you have a hangover after
Repeat,
watching
please.
his video? You didn't even drink.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we'll I don't know. I mean, maybe we could talk about other people some other time, but this was
the biggest buzzkill in the whole world.
So okay, so this.
Don't drink or have premarital sex. He vices that too. I imagine as well.
I would probably assume so. But this is probably the end of the live stream, guys. We've been okay, G5. What do you say?
Stop! Turn it off.
His video is titled "It's time to admit that you were wrong about Federation Force."
Oh my God!
Dude, you were wrong about what?
Federation Force, Metroid Prime Federation Force. Are not art, but Mario Batman is.
G5, be careful, dude. I don't want you to get infected with dumb.
Like opposite contrary opinion.
I can't fix that. There's no doctor that can fix that.
Mr. Nichols says there needs to be a sequel to this stream. Zach Brown says bye armadillos. Bye Zach. G5 is just gonna be. We gotta feature Harmon like at least once every stream.
Can we get him on the show? Can we get him on the show?
Oh my God. He said Switch is successful because it has no gimmicks. What the?
So, there should be a new segment called the obligatory Harmon Smith moment.
Zach Brown says NES Remix was a garbage game. Absolutely garbage.
The obligatory Harmon Smith quote of the day.
We now have a short for every stream. We literally have to pick one video and just somehow try to decipher.
Do like a roulette wheel of all of his videos.
Just have the sound effect.
I'll make a roulette wheel of like all of his videos, every single one, and then whatever all ones, and whatever one it lands on is the one that we have to decipher.
Yeah. Yo, shout out. All right.
Let me make that. I'll make that tomorrow.
All right, seriously, guys, this will be the end of the stream. I know I've been trying to end it, but you know, oh no, G5.
Shut up, G5. We gotta let it go, bro. We gotta end the stream. We got to end the stream.
Wait, hold on, G5.
One more, G5. What did he say? What did you find?
Fire Emblem Warriors has terrible voice acting. They're the original voice. Oh my God.
It's all the original voice actors.
Guys, we're losing it. We're losing it.
The game console off.
No. Zach Brown, do a game explain analysis on a single video per stream. Game explain analysis.
I have mixed feelings about them, but let's not get started.
It's Skid says goodbye, man. I will see you later.
Goodbye, dear world.
G5 is falling down a hole.
Freaking out.
Goodbye, G5.
G5, what? Tell me. I'll make it better. What's going on?
G5, we gotta pull you out. We gotta pull you out, my dude.
Shut up. He said Devil's Third is better than Uncharted.
What?
Oh my God! And I even like that game.
He said Devil's better than Uncharted?
Yeah, Devil's Third is better than Uncharted.
No. It's not. Even though I would choose to play Devil's Third over Uncharted, it's a trash game. Devil's Third's trash. It's trash.
It's Skid says Alice in Wonderland levels here. Alice in Wonderland.
Oh God,
Squid Vicious says G5 went too far down the rabbit hole. He's lost. Lucina says can't wait for Splatfest tonight. Hashtag Team Leo. That's right, Lucina. That's right, Team Leo.
Mr. Nickel is completely right.
Team Raph. Whatever, Mr. Nickel. I like you.
We're winning.
I still like you, Mr. Nickel. But anyways, before G5 finds something else, I gotta end the stream. This was really fun. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Maybe we'll do this kind of like a weekly thing. I don't know yet, but I had a lot of fun.
With a grain of salt.
Yeah. I really loved this. This is exactly what I wanted it to be. Just us having fun and making jokes.
G5, get out!
No, don't you say anything!
Oh my
God. George, quick! Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off!
You guys, appreciate all the viewers.
No, okay, listen. This is important. He contradicted himself again. He said the Wii U destroyed the PS4 and Xbox One, but he has a video right here saying why Wii U failed. Yes, it was the third party's fault. He contradicted himself again.
He keeps contradicting himself. Why?
He must have multiple personality disorder.
Alright, everybody, it's Skid says I'll try and be on the next one. Definitely, Skits, if you want to be on the...
We want to try to get as many people...
Lucina has a devilish-looking face. Mr. Nickel says, hope you are forced to play Baby Park 5 times in a row. 5 times in a row. No, G5, absolutely not! Stop it, G5!
No, why G5 play?
He said Metroid fans are still scum.
Wow.
Wait, what did you say?
Next.
He said Metroid fans are scum.
Metroid fans are scum.
Cut it off.
How dare they want a new Metroid Prime game?
Alright. Alright, for real.
Next time on Haters Ball, we find out about
Find out next time on Haters Ball Z.
Dragon Balls.
All right.
After the biggest Nintendo hater of them all, or what he thinks he is, Blackball.
All right, for real, Mr. Nichols says, "Hey guys, I'm sorry for coming out this late, but I'm scum." What? Okay, bye. Yeah, It's Skits is like frustrated. He's like, "Bye already, God." Bye, guys. See ya, everybody. I had a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who's in this Discord with me right now. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Thank you. Thank you, Cheezer. Thank you, Squid. Thank you, Mama Mercy, Hayden, G5, Clueless, Bino Shadow, Julio, Mark. He left, but thank you, man.
Oh my god. No.
I love all you guys, and I know this is called a haters ball, but you know, I love this community. It's great. I wouldn't be doing these streams if it wasn't for these guys. I swear to God. But yeah, so I hope you guys tune in next time. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.